See you popping in here.
I'm heading out my Facebook, just letting everyone know right now.
Sadly, some people, Tim, I'm not able to pop in links. Right now, I'm actually streaming from my mobile device, so there's no way for me to pop it in there. And it doesn't look like any of my admins are inside the group. So my apologies. All you got to do is just search up Emeka, and his last name is Ossai, Ossai. Isn't that awesome? Am I good or what? I'm your boy.
Bro, man, that's awesome. Are they on your Facebook or on your YouTube?
We're on YouTube right now, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We got 6 viewers. It's good to see you. Everybody, let me know if you got your coffee, if you're getting revved up, getting breakfast, or if you're eating your dinner right now, because I know some people are watching internationally speaking.
With Dale. Oops, there you are. Awesome. All right. Shared it on my Facebook. I got my phone free if you need me to, whatever, we're good to go. All right. How can I view the chat?
How can you view the chat? You're going to probably want to do the pop-up. I don't know, man.
Of course. we figuring this out as we go along.
Yeah, we're figuring this out as we go along here, folks. So please bear with us. Tim just asked me over here on my chat. He wanted to know where Emeka is at. I got Nick Nimmin muted. That's awesome. He's popping in. This is like a triple simulcast. But in any event, yes, for those of you that are commenting on my channel here, I'm going to try my best to keep up with you. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat the entire time. I'm going to try to keep it on up. All live chats. There we go. Emeka can be found at emekaossai.com/YouTube. Am I correct, buddy?
Yes, that's the easiest way to find me directly.
So that's Emeka spelled once again EMEKAOSSAI.com/YouTube. So there's a little bit of latency here on this. Keep in mind that I am also doing this as a simulcast. So I'm going to be bouncing my attention between you, Emeka, and here. So let's see if we can find your chat here.
I got the pop-up chat. I'm just trying to see.
Sweet.
Maybe
like shrink down our screen just a little bit, then you can probably be able to see us here. So
I could do that.
All right, we're gonna get a little bit of echo here. There we go. All right, so now I've got chat, pop out chat. So if you want, once again, I have no issues if you guys go over to Emeka's channel. Trust me, you're not cheating on me. Once again,
could somebody go over and check it out?
Right now, the chat's working. What's that?
No, make sure the chat's working. If somebody could go on and say what's up in the chat.
I just said what's up here too. So, okay, got him. See you over there. Awesome, Tim. Thank you very much. Once again, I've got a few people over here in my chat. It's the cheap seats today. So just come over and join me over on Emeka's channel. Trust me, you're not you alive yet. So far, alive and kicking here.
Yeah. So live. We got
while we're kind of talking here, we're going to break into some Q&A.
Yeah, we're going to break into. I got some good stuff, man. I want to talk about. I just want to make sure this chat is working.
Oh, it's working, man. Yeah, I just commented, man.
No, on my chat.
Your chat, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm over on your chat right now, man.
I cannot see
over there as well.
I can't see it. That's strange.
Maybe
I have the wrong link.
Did you hit the pop-out chat then? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went to your live cast. This is great, guys. We're flying without a net here.
Oh, hey. Wait.
I see you. You just go to your live chat and then just pop out the chat, and then I just close out the window. Tasty coffee here.
Health is good. So, there. Okay, there we go. So somebody just said the Earth is flat, right?
You guys, I see. It's Avalon or Kitty. I know this guy.
All right.
He sent me an email message. He and I had talked through video chat, and was like, I don't know if you remember me. I'm like, yeah, I remember you. Shout out to tea drinkers for sure. So
all right.
Again, if you're on the mobile device here on Dale L. Roberts' channel, you're in the cheap seats. Get over to where the good seats are at. That's at Emeka's channel. So you're not cheating on me if you come on over there. You'll be able to get into the chat and get a little bit more hands-on stuff. So, Emeka, this is your show now, baby.
Okay. How's my volume now, guys? Longwell Art. I don't know if I can turn up my mic anymore. any more than I can, man. Maybe it's your volume you got to turn up. But awesome. Dale, good morning.
Good morning. Did you get your coffee yet, or are you a coffee drinker, man?
Coffee, man. Second cup. I was like, I'm going live with Dale. I'm going to need my 2 cups.
Oh, yeah, baby. You got to keep up. You got to keep up. So, hey, I think it's time that, it's really everybody, let us know what you're doing right now. What's going on with your projects? We'd love to hear what's going on with you.
I want to know where people are from.
The chat. And if you're not doing anything, tell us you ain't doing nothing. We'd love to hear from you. It's just we want to hear some engagement and get this to where it's a two-way conversation. Dude, great job with the interview with my wife yesterday. That was just great.
That was so fun sitting down with Kelly and just kind of hearing her perspective in the publishing world and everything. It was really, really cool. If you guys haven't seen the interview, it's on my channel. So yeah, it was really cool just kind of hearing her take and what she's doing with CreateSpace and everything. It's just so good talking with people who are in the in, and so that's really neat. I'm curious to know, because we do this so early. One, who's from North America in the chat? Let me know if you're from where you're from, and then who's overseas, because this is cool because a lot of people, when we do our afternoon live streams or Q&As or whatever, right? Everyone in the overseas is like having to watch us at like 1 a.m. We're like late night sitcom shows over there, right? So
it's definitely going to be comedy hour with you and I, especially starting up a live stream. We're kind of relative newbies here, so
totally. I think we're starting to get this figured out from Texas. It's just so great to see people up in early this morning, hustling, doing whatever they're doing. I got the wife and the baby still asleep. They're probably and I'm gonna end up waking them up though, because it's me and Dale together. Things pop off.
You got the headphones on. Good.
I got the headphones on, but
keeping it G-rated today, because there's sometimes where you and I are video chatting and I'm dropping F-bombs, and then your 2-year-old goes by and I'm like, oh great, I'm the world's worst person.
So that means I'm not paying attention to how loud I talk, right? So I could be yelling. But New York City, that's awesome. Do we have anyone from overseas checking us out?
New York City, Southeast Oklahoma, looking good there, Tim Longwell.
Cool. But man, so most of you, if you've been following me on Facebook or Instagram, you know that my whole mission is to switch up and change the nonfiction publishing world for 2018. And one of the ways I'm doing that is experimenting with Facebook ads and Shopify stores, but different than what you would see all the YouTubers and everything talking about, because I'm finding a way to sell my paperback books through Shopify, drop ship them with CreateSpace. I have a VA handle that.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at getting Ingram Sparks. I'm just waiting for my copy of one of my books from Ingram Sparks to check out the quality. Australia, good day, mate. And so checking out the quality, because they tend to they're printing it for a little less than CreateSpace is. A little less means it was almost half price compared to what CreateSpace was printing.
That's great.
But they add on a couple extra fees, so I still have to crunch the numbers, but. So far, I had one sale that went through my store, and this was great because this person did not use any discount codes or anything.
Tremendous.
And I made, off the 2 books, I made close to $25 profit off 2 books, which was more than double what I would have made off Amazon if the person bought it on Amazon.
Wow.
And so I'm super excited. My Facebook ads are starting to get traction now. And I'm doing this for 2 reasons. One, to increase profits for nonfiction publishers. But 2, and this is the most important one, I'm finding the best and most effective way of building an email list from scratch for nonfiction publishers. So I can completely eliminate the need to do review swaps in 2018. Fiction publishers, they've got this going on for a while now, but I think there's a lot more platforms set up to help not or to help fiction publishers, just because it's a completely different type of audience and a different kind of I want to say genre, but I don't think that's the right term. But
you know, vast majority of readers out there, and I don't know if anybody would disagree with me, are fiction readers. They want to do this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate the shout out. If anybody's doing any kind of comments over on my channel, I appreciate it. Once again, you're in the cheap seats. Come over to Emeka's channel. So Emeka, I got a question for you.
Yes.
When you're quote unquote drop shipping, is it just a simple deal of just getting an order placed on your website, and then you just go into CreateSpace, enter someone's address, and then just send it out?
Yeah, man, that's it.
That's a super simple process, man. I think a lot of people might be overthinking this, that they're kind of like, well, I can't ever fulfill things like that. I've done it a number of times, only just from the standpoint of when I was sending out review copies, advanced review copies to an ARC team. So, you know, now that's phenomenal. I have yet to actually tap into doing drop shipping for order fulfillment, and that makes sense. And especially if you've got an assistant, just to get them to fulfill the orders.
I pay her 25 cents an order.
Oh, tremendous! So she's got a little skin in the game then. So if you're making 100 orders per day, she's going to be probably making some bank. And it like literally takes minutes to fulfill an order over on CreateSpace, like literally. And as soon as like one order is placed, you've got that address as backed up, and if somebody orders there again, you just click, send it off to them. So
you are absolutely right. I'm just putting this live on YouTube right now.
Oh man,
on Instagram. Yeah, man, it's such a simple process, and you know, I videoed myself doing fulfilling an order. It took me under 5 minutes. So, you know, I sent it to her. I had her like go through each step in the beginning. She would screenshot the order before she submits it. I found a couple mistakes, had the wrong book in there. She made a quick tally of the title numbers, the title IDs, and the titles. And, you know, we sorted it out, screenshotted it again. I did all these little steps to make sure it was done correctly. You know, even if she made a little mistake just entering the order number, no worries, right? It's a learning process. But now she's fulfilled, I don't know, close to like 6 or 7 orders on herself. Mm-hmm. And I always double check. You know, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to double check every single one of her orders, right? Because I'm like that. It's done properly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's not that you're trying to be a type A personality. You just want to make sure everything's okay, so that we 100 orders deep into the whole process to find out that she's been shipping the wrong book, or it's been going over to Timbuktu and not, somewhere else. So that just totally makes sense. And kudos. Question for your assistant: are you having to? Is it hands-on training that you're having to do, or do you record videos? Because I know this is something Jason Brock taught me a long time ago, is record the process. So that way, if for some reason you have to replace the virtual assistant, all you have to do is just send the specific video for that.
If I do something once and I'm like, yeah, this is not like, and I don't love it, I don't want to do it again, I record myself doing it the second time. So I just have a batch of videos on my computer of me doing mindless, mundane tasks. And whenever I need to train my assistant on doing something, I'm like, here's the video. Go watch this, watch it a couple times, and then do it exactly like in that video. So, that's great because, one, it ensures that it's done properly, my way. And even like, it was great because she messed up a little thing at the end. And I was like, hey, did you do this correctly? She's like, yep. I'm like, go watch the video at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And she's like, oh, no, you see, I got it shipped. I'm like, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Get back to me. She's like, oh, I see what I did. I'm like, that's why I have videos, because it's done exactly the way I want it done. And that is just so key as a business owner when you want things done the right way, because my goal, as when I was talking to her, I'm like, so here's the goal of the store: to give them a better buying experience than what they get on Amazon. That's my goal. Yeah.
You want to make sure you over deliver, so that way they keep coming back to you.
Exactly. So I'm competing with a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
And but I don't want people buying my books on Amazon. If they're going to buy my books on Amazon, I've raised the price for all my books. Sales have started to, because the books are priced higher. I want them coming here. I might play around with that strategy a little bit, but I've sent out emails and posts and everything saying the books are cheaper on my store, so I can't lower the price too much on Amazon. Otherwise, that's just not good. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's cool. I think there's a question here. Oh no, she's just saying that made over $200 this year. Haven't done much with I have 25 books. Need to get back to some real money. Yes, you need to start hustling again.
Yeah, this is the time of year. I've expressed it so much, and I think that sometimes when I was discussing with you some of my strategy going to Q4, I remember your eyes went to saucers because you're just like, whoa, that's mega huge. I was like, I thought everybody could kind of was doing this. Yes. By the way, both channels here. Let's just kind of say questions are open here. We're not going to be hanging them out too long. Since we had a little bit of a late start, I definitely want to go at least another 15 to 20 minutes longer here on my channel. If we go a little longer on Emeka's, that's totally cool. That's up to him. He's the host. So drop your questions in here. We definitely would love to hear from all of you, what you got shaken, things like that. Gosh, there's been some questions that I've received via email, Emeka. Maybe I can kind of toss some out there.
Let's do it. I gotta say, Dale, I love doing this morning show with you. I don't know if we can call it a morning show, but I do kind of feel like a radio host.
Yes, and we'll get it all ironed out as time goes on here, folks. One of our issues is the both of us have MacBooks, and unfortunately, our MacBooks can't handle heavy processing. Okay, we can't have a super simulcast. So that's why I'm running a mobile device and we're going Google Hangouts here. So that way it's not a bunch of Bruce Lee lips over here on Emeka's channel. So that's why I say today's the cheap seats here for me. Next week, we're going to be over onto my channel and we're going to kind of bounce back and forth on these Saturday mornings. And it's going to be more on time. We promise.
Yeah, we promise. It's ironing out the wrinkles. So
we're self-publishers, not streamers.
Yeah, we're not big YouTubers. So, hey, Brandon, how you doing? Dale, let's get to those questions, those email questions, and until more questions start popping up in the chat there.
So someone wanted a little bit more clarity, and it's actually a big shout out to my boy, William May. He's a mutual friend of ours. William, man, I tell you right now, he was such a class act. When my wife and I landed in Los Angeles last week, he took us out, he treated us, and I tell you, I felt like royalty. So big thank you to William. Awesome. He really wanted to kind of learn a little bit more about affiliates and getting affiliate offers and using it within your brand. So one of the things he tapped on was ClickBank, because I was kind of, chopping it up with him about my self-publishing blueprint and how actually I had got an affiliate program through that. So you can always plug my self-publishing blueprint if you like, Emeka, obviously it's your channel. But in any event, how can somebody use affiliate marketing? And somebody just noticed my self-publishing there. Nice t-shirt, man. My wife gave it to me. So anyway, dude, tell me, what is your take on affiliate marketing? And also, what is your take on ClickBank itself? What's the big deal on this stuff?
So, okay. Affiliate marketing is simply getting a commission for introducing somebody to a product. So the best example I could think of is, I guess Ticketmaster, right? They're kind of an affiliate.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So when you go buy tickets, Ticketmaster's across North America, right? Everyone knows what Ticketmaster is. I'm pretty sure. So
anybody internationally speaking that doesn't know Ticketmaster, they sell tickets to events.
Right. Okay. So the artist books an event at an arena. I am the end user. I want to go see them, right? Okay, so I can't pay the artist directly. Ticketmaster is in the middle. I pay Ticketmaster. Yep. Ticketmaster pays the artist or whoever gets it. So, but Ticketmaster just takes a cut. So Ticketmaster is essentially an affiliate. There's a better example. I just can't think of what it is, but that's essentially what it is. So, for example, when Dale promotes my course, my self-publishing blueprint, to people on his channel, he has a special link, and because he promotes it, I give him. He actually makes half, So I give him 50% of what I would typically make. And he gets 50% of that sale because he promoted it. He brought me a new client. That's like a thank you. So that's basically how affiliate sales work. Yeah. Affiliate sales work for any industry, any niche. ClickBank is one of the larger affiliate, I don't know what you would call them, affiliate programs.
Yeah, the more popular
right.
ones, and they
more
have
popular
such a huge bank of offers that we can use.
Right, but they are the Mickey Mouse ones. It's for like it's for people who get into affiliate marketing. They know about ClickBank, but it's for people who are really serious about affiliate marketing. Like ClickBank's like Mickey Mouse type of thing. There's there's a whole nother, and that's out of my realm. The whole bigger thing of affiliate marketing where people are making millions and millions of dollars a month through it.
This is a good example, actually. Over here on my channel, Random Reviews was posting a comment. I'm trying to pull those comments up because Random Reviews put a really good way. Affiliate marketing is performance-based, which means affiliates only get paid when their promotional efforts actually result in a transaction. So it's not just so important that I get the approval for promoting Emeka's course. So let's say I went in there, I got approved. Okay, I can sit on here, but the thing is if Emeka just sells his course, I do nothing to sell it, I'm not going to get anything. But if I deliver the traffic there and they make the transactions through my specific link, they'll be able to, then I will be able to get a cut of it. And yours, which by the way, I don't know if you feel open to sharing anything else like that. You have an insane offer for your course. I just told you, I was like, am I reading this right? I was like, am I reading this right? I'm like, man, you really handsomely reward people for promoting your.
You gotta remember, like I started that course because I wanted to help people versus make money. Obviously, I want to make money, so I'm not, but I'd rather give away half of what I'd make to get somebody new to take the course and to change their life than worry about, keeping the entire paycheck. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, I don't care. It's 50%. Yeah. I'd rather get people excited about promoting it so other people can go through it and learn how to make their first $1,000 online with Kindle publishing than worry about, am I giving too much to an affiliate? Yeah, I just don't think like that. So hold on. There's a quick question from Brandon.
Yeah, we got a couple questions in.
Okay, cool. Here. In writing my first ebook, I'm writing my first ebook, a report. I'm going to make 10 more just to get a feel of it. Do you think that's a good idea? I'm writing my first ebook.
I would recommend, Brandon, I know where you're going with this, as far as just something that's short, so like essentially a Kindle short read, as long as it's high quality. Because I'm going to tell you this, that actually I put out like 3 reports based on sciatica, and I was hammered. I mean, just blown out of the water. Like some people just hated it. Hated it. I was getting 1 stars left and right. So I unpublished that thing immediately because I was like, whoa. Okay, totally get the idea. Random Reviews. Yes, you can please ask a question. I see your thing over here. If you're watching me on my channel, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the queue over here. But anyway, back over here to Brandon. High quality. I'm going to tell you this, that I've got some Kindle short reads in my fitness brand that work really well like that. They're report sized. They're probably about 20 to 30 pages long. But I wouldn't charge a huge amount, and be prepared. If you put it as perma-free, you're going to attract what Dan Locke calls freeple, which is that the people that are just looking for the freebies. And I'm going to tell you this, that even Paul Rega said this in a recent interview with me, where, sometimes you attract that free audience and they're a bit more discerning, a little bit more critical about what you offer. So if you go in offering it free, you better come with your A game.
It's funny. Free people want the best.
Yep. Right? Hey, look, we love you guys. And, the people that get our free stuff, we understand sometimes that you don't have, any kind of money to spare. So that's what you're getting. But unfortunately, there is that other unsavory element of people that come in and just like, mine, they get that entitled feel. Like these sciatica reports were great. Like literally, I kept it very simple. But unfortunately, it was so simple that literally I was just getting, boom, just beat up with 1-star reviews. And I was like, okay, totally get it. The market doesn't want this. So I pulled it off. I just, that's where it comes. So be very careful, Brandon. Try your slowly but surely. Emeka, what's your take on this one? And please feel free to disagree with me.
That'd be a hard thing to do, man. We're really on the same page about a lot of things. Yeah, same thing. Just make sure it's quality. But then I'd say, Brandon, what's your end game? Do you want to write a book? Is that what you're trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? Why are you testing? Are you testing the waters out with something, or are you just trying to build your confidence? That's what I want to know. So answer that, please, and we'll come back to that question. Quentin, strategies. They ask strategies for taking advantage of Q4. You know what? This is my first Q4 of knowing something. So Dale, do you want to maybe handle this one? Because I just know I got to have all my books ready by Black Friday.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought too much.
I will cover Q4 just real quick. For those of you that are over on my channel, just as a quick reminder, I'm not ignoring you. I promise you. We're doing a great majority of our talking over here on Emeka's channel. So random reviews, I see your question. You're next in the queue. So Emeka, don't let us go too far off the beaten path. Random reviews has a great question. So please answer me. Totally will. Hang in there for just a second. Let me go ahead and cover a little bit of any strategies for taking advantage of Q4.
Wait, hold on. Before we jump into that, I just want to wrap up with Brandon's question.
Yeah.
Just before I forget the answer. So I asked him, what's the end goal? Brandon, if you want to make a book, if you're trying to focus on writing a book, skip these reports and just go write the book.
Write the book.
Don't play this Mickey Mouse game. Just go write the book. That's the only way you're going to build your confidence, your self-esteem, your writing ability. Just do the book. Don't take these little things, and just get the book done. So get whatever your end game is, just go focus on that. Don't worry about these little things.
I would just recommend as well, Emeka. Sorry, I get so excited. I'm all revved up on 2 cups of coffee here. Yeah, Emeka, you're 100% right. Especially if you're newbie to this business, don't fiddle-faddle around. Wow, I almost said a cuss word there. Don't fiddle-faddle around with putting out a bunch of small things. Get a flagship book out there. There's a good reason why I get Kindle short reads, because I already had 4 major releases since then. So these small ones were a way that I could kind of build like an ancillary portion to my business. So that way I had an a la carte service to where people can kind of go, oh, okay, I just want to try just a little bit of this, and I want to try this a little bit of that. But it all led back over to the larger brands within that. So I would really recommend, Brandon, if you're a newbie to this game and if you haven't already done a flagship book, get that big book up. Don't bother with small reports, because it's just it's Ling Chi. It's death by 1,000 cuts. If you sit there just doing these little tiny small things, you're going to end up just, bleeding to death. So that's just not a good idea. So we were talking about Q4 strategies. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to make this one really, really simple so we can kind of keep the things going. What's happening? Kevin McGuire, he's out in Ukraine, man. It's really good to see this guy popping in here. So good. Kevin, one of my favorite viewers. I love hearing from him. But anyway, Q4, going to make this one brief so we can go to random reviews, specific question here, because it was a good one going back to affiliate marketing. So Q4, you really need to be focusing on, and if you're not able to do this year, start to plan going into next year, how you're going to go into Q4. You need to be releasing. I want you to really be focusing on putting your best efforts into Q4. So here's the thing. One strategy I try to focus on is make sure that you have somewhere about October 24th to the 25th. So that's this coming week that you're launching off some of your books. Here's why. Black Friday is right around the corner and Cyber Monday is right around the corner. So with that being said, when you can really launch something off, say October 24th to the 25th, it's in that 30-day window of hot new releases. You get yourself about 6 to about a dozen downloads or purchases of a particular print book. It's going to start that little timer there for that 30-day window that Amazon's going to go, look at this. Now, the next thing is, you're going to launch it within October 24th to 25th or anywhere around Black Friday to Cyber Monday, okay? Get Amazon Marketing Services cracking. Somebody asked, what is Green Monday? I don't know what Green Monday is. Cyber Monday is directly following Black Friday, which is the Friday right after Thanksgiving here in the United States, which Black Friday is just magnanimous. It's freaking huge. So any event, get those Amazon Marketing Services ads going. If you're familiar with Facebook ads, get those Facebook ads going in AdWords. This is the time that you're going to really want to pony up a little bit of money, put it into ads. If you don't know what you're doing, hire a professional that does know what they're doing. But I'm going to tell you this, Amazon Marketing Services, there's no reason why you can't be able to do this, because there's so much free information out there on how to do it. You can look in my channel. You can go over, check out Dave Chesson's channel, go to kindlepreneur.com. He has a full 5-day Amazon Marketing Services course that's free. So that's pretty much the strategy, just as a quick thing. So anything that you want to add to that there, Emeka?
No, man, that's good. Let's move on to, what was that question you had?
Okay, Random Reviews is said, what is the difference between a ClickBank vendor and affiliate? When using ClickBank to sell or promote products online, users will either become an affiliate or a vendor, but what's the difference?
A vendor is, yeah, sure. A vendor is somebody like myself. I have my course on there. I have my product on ClickBank. I'm a vendor. Dale is an affiliate for my program.
So
that's it. Customer or
so the product distributor or the product affiliate person. So a vendor would be, for instance, and it's just kind of explain and summarize it again, repeating what Emeka said. Emeka's got his self-publishing blueprint. Okay, he's the vendor. Okay, if I want to promote this product, I'm the affiliate. So as a vendor, you can set up things. It's really not too difficult a process. I don't know how hard it was for you to set that up, but what did it require at all?
They're kind of a pain in the butt to deal with.
It's kind of a pain in the butt.
I'm not a fan of ClickBank. Like my next program will not be on ClickBank.
Yeah.
I went on there because I wanted people to be able to promote it, and that was kind of But there's a reason high-end programs are not on ClickBank. Just because ClickBank's not designed for them. So whatever. It's all good.
JVZoo's another one. I know Diwan Bainey, which Diwan's a mutual friend, isn't he?
My mentor.
Yeah, so Diwan's awesome. Big shout out to Diwan Bainey. Diwan actually has used JVZoo for his K-Book Promotions product, which is just a phenomenal tool for self-publishing. So any event, hopefully that helped you out. Random Reviews. Do we have any other questions in the
Kevin asks, yesterday, Emeka, you were talking about hiring writers to do a book for you. Can you expand that? It had me intrigued. Sure, Kevin. I outsource all my books. I use freelancers and or writing companies to write all my books for me. I find a topic I want to talk about or publish a book on, and I just hire them out, and they do the research, and that's that. So I don't know how else to expand on that. If you have a specific question, Kevin, just ask. I'm more than happy to answer it. So, but that's kind of that's the main difference between me and Dale. I don't write any of my stuff. I outsource it all, and I write it under different pen names. There's some specific niches that I kind of focus on more. Versus Dale, he's an author and he writes his stuff. Average price, oh man, it really varies. It's anywhere from $1.50 to $2.50 per 100 words, I'd say, is what you're looking at in terms of pricing. There's strategies depending on niches of how you can get some done for less. I cover that in the video about how to ask for proper niche specific writers. But it don't cost me about $250 to $350 to produce a book. And
I haven't hired in so long, I can't be able to speak on that. I've done a couple here and a couple there, only because I have associates and I'm able to kind of pull a couple favors every now and then. So for instance, here pretty soon, I'm going to be releasing a full video series. I haven't told you about this. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody at the same time. I'm going to show you guys how I'm able to publish to 51 different platforms in less than 10 minutes with one book. And this specific book was a very short read. I just wanted to kind of get this as an example and show people the possibility that you have between aggregate publishers and large, major, online retailers such as Amazon. And I want to kind of show this in a full series. it's going to take some time for me to develop this because it's going to be kind of like a choose your own adventure thing here on YouTube. So it's going to be kind of neat when people want to see the exact process of how I publish to all these different platforms, and they can be able to choose it, because there's many times people don't care about aggregate publishers like Smashwords, like Drafted Digital, like Pronoun. So I want to kind of give it to where people know exactly my process and how I'm able to do things. It always blows people away when they're like, when I say, oh, I'm going to publish 10 books this week. And they're like, what? How are you doing that? It's just a simple thing of hiring out as you do.
Leveraging time, right? You leverage time and yeah.
And planning ahead. That's huge, huge. It's monumental. I can't tell people enough. You need to plan your business. If you want to be successful, you got to say, okay, I'm going to do point A, B, C, D, E. I've been working my entire year to Q4, to purposely releasing content at this time, because I know this is the time that people are a little bit more loose on their purse strings and they're willing to part ways with their money. So that's why I try to, load up Q4 and going into the beginning of Q1, especially for my fitness brand. So, this is great. Random reviews. I see that you had asked about affiliate products. Boy, I think that this will probably make for a good broadcast. I think I'm going to start to wrap up things over here on my channel. So my apologies that we didn't get to your question. For those of you that are tuning in, I'm sorry, Emeka, to pirate your things. We're going to actually go 100% here into your stream in just a moment here. So those at Self-Publishing with Dale L. Roberts, join me over inside the main room. We're over in Emeka Ossai's channel. You can go to emekaossai.com/YouTube. That's emekaossai.com/YouTube. And you can join the rest of the conversation. Hey, remember, if you like this video, click the thumbs up. Thumbs up, everybody over inside Emeka's channel. Thumbs up. If you don't like it, we encourage you, hit that thumbs down. But, it'll make us sad. And if you want to make us sad, look, Emeka's already getting sad.
I'm going to find
so in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect here on Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll hopefully see you guys soon over here. Finishing broadcast. And now you guys have my undivided attention over here on Emeka's channel. So Emeka, we got some more questions, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Publishing in another language, no idea. Don't use Google Translate. If you're publishing in your native tongue,
never use Google Translate.
Publishing in your native tongue, you're either going to translate it yourself, word for word, hire somebody to translate it for yourself, word for word, or don't do it. And those are your options. You have to think quality. Don't think, how can I make a quick buck from another country? Also, don't do it unless you've done about 10 to 15 books on Amazon, because look, I did the interview with Dale, and I'm sure you all laughed at the part where I said I didn't understand keywords until like 4 or 5 books deep. Yeah. You don't understand how to publish a book until you've published like 10. Then you're starting to get a good feel of how the publishing process works. The US is the largest publishing market on Amazon. It's where you're going to make the majority of your money. People always ask, oh, what about publishing books in Spanish or in French or in whatever language? Publish them in English first. Make money, learn the process. Publishing and getting into those markets is 10 times harder because there are 100 times less people.
Yeah. So you want a fun fact?
Sure.
This is an exclusive for your channel only. Your channel only. You're going to love this. I actually do write fiction. Not too many people realize this. And it's actually been about a little over a year or so. Before we moved from Arizona here to Ohio, I wrote fiction for my wife, and she was actually able to publish some of these things. She also hired a Spanish translator that actually translated that stuff into Spanish, and it became a #1 bestseller and actually number 60 in the Spanish market over at Amazon.es, I think it is. And it was actually number 60 in overall inside the paid Kindle store. So it was pretty awesome. It was a great feeling, and we definitely got our investment back. But I'm going to forewarn you that translators don't come cheap. And if you try to go get a cheap translator, chances are they're probably using Google Translate. And trust me on this, I did a full video on it. Google Translate is not a good business tool.
It's designed for people like me living in Mexico. I don't speak enough Spanish, so I have Google Translate. It's like, where is this place? Right? That's what Google Translate's for.
Yeah.
It's just like people who come and ask about what are
Have I
those
told you
dumb
about
things
Babel
called?
Cube yet, my friend?
About what?
Have I told you about Babel Cube?
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, here we go. Here we go. Babel Cube is essentially a translating platform, and it works and functions just like Audiobook Creation Exchange. And what you do is you take your book and you put it on the market. And there's 15 different languages. They just added 5 new ones. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but just pick any major language like Spanish, French, Italian, Dutch, Afrikaans. It goes on and on. But in any event, what ends up happening is you put your book on Audition, kind of like what you do for Audiobook Creation Exchange, and then you have different translators that will offer to translate it for you. And the thing is, though, you do it in exchange for a profit share, for a royalty share. Unlike Audiobook Creation Exchange, though, you've got a little bit of skin in the game. If you can promote this and you can get it into the market, based on the number of sales, your percentage increases.
Oh, that's cool.
So my only issue is, and people can probably go back to my review of Babel Cube, is there's just so many hangups and issues. What I would recommend is if you're a newbie self-publisher, Babel Cube's probably not for you. Emeka's got it right on the money, is master the basics, the fundamentals of actually publishing your first 10 to a dozen books so you understand it, because you're going to need to understand keywords and how to research keywords in another language, and also communicate it with your translator exactly what you're looking for in that other language. Because, for example, fitness or working out is considered bodybuilding in other regions of the world.
Right.
Bodybuilding to me is like big muscled out guys on the gas.
Arnold. Totally.
You know, but
so
bodybuilding is different over in other portions of the world. So that's the thing, is when you translate, you have to understand it's not said the same in a different language. You got to be able to communicate with this translator exactly how to find keywords and get out from them. How do they express it?
Unless, I think it's just not a good use of anybody's time unless they have specific reasons they need to penetrate that market. But let's move on. There's another apocalyptic. Oh God,
apocalyptic.
Yeah, I need another cup. Could you let us know what tasks you outsource VAs and how much I should be paying a VA? Okay, so I outsource about 90% of my publishing business now. I use a site called Wrike, W-R-I-K-E, I think, and I just put the tasks that need to happen, from finding keywords to publishing on Amazon. So essentially step by step of my course I've put on that site, and he just hammers through each one. I get notified when he completes them, and he does all of that, communicates with the cover designers, the writing companies, everything. So that's what I outsource. When I started using a VA, I started outsourcing formatting first. I started with formatting. Then I started uploading the book to KDP and filling out all that information. I just didn't want to do it anymore. It was becoming, whatever. And so I started paying somebody to do all of that. That's essentially how I started. So as far as how much to pay, I pay. So my VA manager or Kindle manager dude, I pay him it started at $120 a month US. But I pay him $150 a month now, because he's like the most valuable part of my business right now. He does so much more for me. He codes websites for me now. He has gone like so much more. We've gone like complete like different direction. It's like we were driving down to California, and all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Let's go to Alaska. And we were like 80% of the way to California. Like, that's the kind of direction. That's what it's like working with me. Right? Like, so I paid him a lot more. Not like $30 and a lot. $30 was a ton to him. He was blown away. But he's over in Bangladesh, for example. And so he does so much more for me now. where was I getting? But so to start off, like the girl, when I was paying somebody to format my books, I was just paying, it was $5 to format a book. Let me put the site in, right.
Awesome.
Yeah, $5 to format a book. And what did I pay to upload? I probably paid $5 to upload it. My philosophy is this. You can pay somebody $2 to do it, but why not pay them $5 for loyalty? Because $3 to you is not going to make a difference. If it does, you're not in a position to be outsourcing anything.
Yes.
So I always pay mine more. My girl that we just, so this was the same girl I've been working with her since February.
Mm-hmm.
No, probably March. No, March or February, one of the two, earlier. And we started on that, and we recently just switched to per hour, because what was happening, I was giving her so many different things. I was like, okay, I need this fixed. Damn, I don't have clickable table contents. Here, fix this. And I was just throwing so much at her. I was losing track of stuff, and she was losing track of stuff. I was like, all right, I need to start paying you by hour. Is that cool? And yeah. And so I went on to Upwork, and unfortunately, she's in a place where there's no PayPal, so I have to pay on Upwork, just because it's just simpler right now for me and for her. But her pay on Upwork was, I think, what was it? It was like $3 an hour. I paid her $5.
Wonderful. So you made up for that difference then, that Upwork.
Yeah, because why? She's been with me for months. She's good. There's learning, but she's good. But I want loyalty. I want her to be like, I value working with Emeka. You know, I value working with him because he treats me well, and that's the thing. And I'm going to do a video on this. But if you're working with Filipino VAs, do you know about month 13? Do you know how important month 13 is in the Philippines? Dale, do you know what month 13 is?
I don't know.
Month 13 is an extremely important Filipino tradition. And what it is we call it Christmas bonus here. But month 13 is you take, I believe it's the average of what they made for the first 12 months, and you give them a month 13 bonus at the end of every year.
That's super.
And high quality companies do that, and the crappy companies don't. And so I don't have any Filipino VAs that I work with, but I'm looking into the same type of traditions or customs that Bangladesh might have, or Serbia might have. That's where my 2 VAs are.
Yeah.
To make sure I don't miss them out or treat them any differently. But more important, to show them that I care and I value them, because I do. Like they're 2 of the most important people in the business, because they're the only 2 other people in the business besides my amazing writer.
So cool.
You know, but she's from the States, so I know all this customs and whatnot. But but you know, she's getting married next October. It's already in my calendar with an alarm for a month out, so I can make sure to buy a wedding gift.
That's so nice of you, dude.
Right?
That's
a year out. Well, I don't even know what I'll be doing in a year. I might not be doing anything with this niche. She might have moved on, whatever. But I put it in there just in case, because I have to let my people know I care, because I do. So that's a whole nother video I want to film, but it's important when you're working with freelancers. Like you want to treat people right, or you want people to stay with you and not go somewhere else. Yeah. Like another quick thing, and then we'll move on to another question. Is my one VA does not work for anybody else. He's not allowed to contract any other work while he's working with me. He's the one I pay $150 a month.
Yeah.
That's another reason I pay them more. So they're not looking for other work. He's running my business. He doesn't have time to run somebody else's. He doesn't have time to do any other, right? I pay him enough that he does not have to work for anybody else.
Bother, like, hey, can I get your VA's number? You're like, no, because he's busy.
Yeah, he's too busy. Like, yeah, like he like messages me at like 3 PM. I'm like, it's not like 4 AM there right now. You know, I'm like, go to bed. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, so yeah. But let's.
I can probably handle like one more question, and I got to disconnect here because I need to get food in my stomach. So let's see what we got.
Let me see. How many words for an average ebook you sell? I have no idea. I think I touched on that during Dale's interview. There's an average I have, or okay.
How many words for an average ebook you sell? Gosh, it's all over the board. I literally have hundreds of publications out there, so it's hard for me to say any one number. You know, it used to be this gold standard that people were like, oh, if you're nonfiction, do 10,000 to 12,000. Emeka put it really good in the recent interview. Actually, I think it just aired yesterday. It's write till it's done. Literally, write till it's done. So it could be 3,000 words. It could be 12,000 words. It just depends on what your customer, your avatar's problem is and the solution that you have to offer. So if that solution requires 3,000 words, 4,000 words, 12,000 words, and you go with it, do a little bit of niche research within that, whatever market it might be, and you'll know your answer based on the top 10 books within that niche. And just average it out. To me, though, I think that it comes down to just knowing what the problem is and how you can provide that solution. So that's the best answer. I know it seems like a flaky way for me to say things, but believe it or not, it is the actual answer. So in any event, we got one more question.
One more, okay. JAQ 14. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Return policy. I got a simple one. I don't have one. They can't return my books. I don't know how. Like, I was thinking about that. I was like, okay,
I don't have a return policy.
Your
books are still awesome. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was like, can you even return a book that I've ordered from a CreateSpace for somebody? I'll be like, yeah, to hell with that. There is no return policy. If you have any problems with your order, please contact support at blah, 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 and I will gladly help you through it. If they get a book that's damaged, if they get the wrong book, I'm just going to send them another book for free. Like, I'm not going to deal with a freaking return. But they get the book and they don't like it, whatever. They can just review it bad on Amazon. I don't care. I'm dealing with returns.
CreateSpace is really good about that. If somebody happens to get a bad book, like for instance, one time I had I sent out a stretch workout plan to my friend over in Canada, and she received it, and I swear to you, the barcode was on the front, wingdings and like weird symbols were on the back. It was like, and I was like, what happened? I got a hold of CreateSpace, sent them a picture of the messed up book, and I was like, my books aren't going out like this, are they? Well, it turned out it was just a bad print run.
Yeah.
And they actually resolved it. They literally one day over to Canada to make sure that that person actually had that. So the nice thing is the interior was good. But at any rate, CreateSpace is excellent. So if you happen to be drop shipping, and just kind of letting you know too, Emeka, is if something ever comes up, like literally you get a hold of CreateSpace support. I'm telling you, nobody can beat CreateSpace's support. They're phenomenal.
Because I had one book on Amazon. It was the first negative review on that book, and there were fingerprints on the front cover. I contacted Amazon. I'm like, hey, this is not my fault. Fix this problem. Let's get it done. Oh, everybody's entitled to their opinion on your books. I'm like, look at the freaking review. There's a picture with smudge marks on my cover. Why? Those aren't my fingerprints.
Yep.
Not my problem. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion on your books. Like, that's why I don't give two about Amazon's reviews policy, and like it's a complete garbage system.
It is,
and I don't like because of that stuff, because of their BS service.
Yeah, it's Amazon's. You know, I tell you, it's funny because CreateSpace is an Amazon subsidiary.
So you different. Think that so different. Yeah,
spreads over there, but no. I'm telling you,
is so there. I didn't call CreateSpace about this particular problem because I didn't have any info on that person. I was like, I don't have their info. I need you to fix this, and they refused to do anything. And I'm like, you useless pieces of, But I was livid. But
I'm sure somebody else that might be watching this can probably feel our pain. Please drop something inside the comments. Dude, I got to kind of wrap things up there.
No worries, man.
So this is fun. We're going to do next week again, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's
I'm going to do
Central Standard.
Right. I'm going to do tomorrow. It'll probably 1 p.m. Central CST. I'll have a live Q&A. I'll have a topic around it probably, but it'll probably actually be the store. we'll probably talk a bit more about getting your own store for your books going up. Wonderful. And that'll be kind of tomorrow, and I'll put a reminder on my channel and everything. So cool. But yeah, let's wrap it up. So thanks everyone for joining us. Dale, thank you, man. Like I said, I love this. I feel like Howard Stern doing a morning show with you.
Clean Howard Stern.
Right? You know, well, until we can move off of YouTube onto something a little bit more, I'm excited for that. We need to keep talking about that. And
yeah,
I don't like being censored.
Yeah, no doubt. We actually have a lot of things in the work. Everybody, just make sure that you're doing us a favor if you can. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you click that thumbs up. If you didn't like it, we definitely encourage you to put that thumbs down. Either way, pick a thumb. And of course, if you enjoy any of Emeka's content, you want to make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you get notifications exactly when he goes live. We're going to be back here on this channel next weekend, but in a different capacity. So we're going to kind of reverse engineer it. He's going to probably go on his mobile device, and then we'll actually stream over onto my channel. So you want to join. We're going to iron things out. We promise you Saturday is going to be a little bit shaky, and eventually we will have it ironed out to where we can be all in one spot, and we actually can be in a safe environment to where we don't need to worry about censoring ourselves, and you guys can actually see it. But we'll talk about that in future streams, I'm sure. Emeka, dude, I appreciate you actually hosting me here on your channel. It has been fun this morning, and I'm ready to go get some oatmeal. I don't know about the rest of you and the rest of your portion. Let's go ahead and re-up on some coffee, baby.
Awesome. All right, Dale. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon.
Take care, buddy.